Namaste everyone. So today I am going to solve some different problems on non-profit organization. So this is second method, preparation of income and expenditure account and balance sheet when the opening balance sheet is not given. So dear students, I would like to write this question on the board here. Even you can see on the image. Okay. So now I am going to write the question. So you can see the question on the image. Okay, dear students, as you are looking on that image, see here, I have written the example, I have written the question. This is somewhat the next method, preparation of income and expenditure account and balance sheet. When opening balance sheet is not given, please concentrate. In this problem, the examiner will not provide the opening balance sheet. So here we need to prepare opening balance sheet along with the income and expenditure account and one more the balance sheet. So before preparing the income and expenditure account and the closing balance sheet, so here we need to prepare opening balance sheet. What is the reason for preparing the opening balance sheet? As you all know, here we need to ascertain the opening capital fund. In this problem, they have not given the opening capital fund. So that is the reason we need to prepare opening balance sheet. Look at the question. This is the here the question starts from here. From the following receipts and payments account and the information given below, prepare the income and expenditure account and the balance sheet of adult literacy organization. This is the name of non-profit organization as on 31st March 2018. Here in this problem, they have provided one receipts and payment account, and along with that they have provided some additional information. Look here, receipts and payments account for the year ended 31st/3/2018. This is the end of the current year financial year. This is the date of current year financial year. Look at on the receipt side. As you all know, this is the opening balance of cash. To balance brought down 19,550. To subscription, here I have written short in briefly. So subscription for the current year is 17 and 18. Yes, year ending is 31st/3/2018. So that is the reason. The financial year 17-18 means the current year subscription received 27,700. Again they have provided subscription received for the year 18 and 19 means so pre-received subscription of the next year. So 500 they have separately provided. So total of both is rupees 28,200. Look here, sale of old newspaper rupees 800. Government grant received 12,000. So this is capital receipt. Keep in mind. Why? Because so government grant received only once. Sale of old furniture. Its book value of rupees 5,000. So its book value of rupees 5,000, but we have sold it for rupees 3,700. So 5,000 worth rupees. Here we have sold rupees 3,700. So the loss on sale of furniture is rupees 1,300. I will dictate later on. So interest received on FD, fixed deposit. FD means fixed deposit. Here on the payment side, they have provided the fixed deposit with bank. On even they have provided date also when they have deposited the money into the bank. So on 30th/6/2017 to 31st/2018, it is the span of 9 months. Look here, financial year begins with the April 1st, 2017. So this is the opening date. The closing date is 31st/3/18. This is the end of the year. In between, they have invested the money as a FD with the bank on 30th/6/17. So deposit starts with this date. From this to year end is 9 months. The duration of FD in the current year is 9 months. So here we need to ascertain the interest on, even they have provided a rate on that interest rate on fixed deposit, that is 10%. So investment is rupees 18,000, 10% interest is nothing but rupees 1,800 is the interest for 1 year. But how much for 9 months? So 9 months here we need to calculate. So 1800 for 1 year, stop. Rupees 1,800 the interest for 1 year. How much for half year? Half year interest is 600. So even you can calculate how much for quarter, means 3 months. 3 months. Sorry. So half year 900. Half year 900. So for 3 months it is 450. So here we need to calculate the interest for 9 months only. So this is for 6 months and this one for 3 months. Total interest of the fixed deposit is rupees 1,350. But during the year here we have received interest on FD only 900. So yet to be received rupees 450. Keep in mind. So total investment is 18,000. Its interest is 10% for 9 months. So here we have ascertained. So 18,000. 10% of 18,000 is the 1,800 for 12 months. Rupees 900 for 6 months. So exactly 50% of rupees 1,800 is 900 for 6 months. So 450 for 3 months. So here we want the interest for 9 months of rupees 1,350. So 1,350 that is a receivable amount, but out of which we have received only 900. So 900 we have received, yet to be received rupees 450, that is interest receivable on FD. Look here, general expenses, this is the regular expenses. Newspapers, it is periodical expenses, this is also regular expenses. Electricity charges, charges also regular expenses. So as I said, it is an investment. So books are the assets, additionally purchased books. Okay. So salary, regular expenses. Rent is also regular expenses. Even postage also regular expenses. Look here, the furniture. So furniture is a fixed asset. Additionally, they have purchased rupees 10,500. Look here, this is the buy balance carried on is nothing but closing cash balance of receipts and payment account. Along with this, they have provided additional information. The first adjustment, that is subscription due on 31st/3/2018. 31st/3/2018 is the current year end. So subscription receivable for the current year is rupees 1,500. Subscription for the year is rupees 27,700. So we need to add it. Next adjustment, on March 31st, 2018, salary outstanding 600. During the year here we have already paid a payment side. You can see salary paid of rupees 3,600. So that is that contains. So even salary due current year, that is outstanding salary for the current year is rupees 600. So this contains adjustments. The last adjustment. So here we need to take it as information, not an adjustment. Look here, on April 1st, means beginning of the financial year, organization owned furniture rupees 12,000, books rupees 5,000. These two are the opening assets. These two are the opening assets. Even opening cash is also 19,550. So number 1, 2 and 3. The total of these 3 is the total assets of the opening. Okay, with the help of this we can ascertain the opening capital fund. So now, dear students, I would like to prepare opening balance sheet to ascertain opening capital fund. So as you all know, as per accounting equation, so capital is equal to assets minus liability. So that is the reason we don't have any liabilities for this problem. So but we have the total assets. So the total amount is nothing but the total opening capital fund. I will show you by solving here. Okay. Opening balance sheet. Opening balance sheet. Because they have not at all provided the opening balance sheet. Opening balance sheet as on 1/4/2017. It is very essential to prepare to find out opening capital fund. I will show you how to ascertain opening capital fund as you have already studied in your last year, PUC first year, while studying single entry system by preparing the opening statement of affairs. So you have ascertained opening capital. Just similarities. Opening balance sheet as on 1/4/2017. Liabilities. Amount. Assets. Amount. It is my request, dear students, don't write BR and CR. Why? Because it is not an account, it is the statement. So, as per this last adjustment, organization owned furniture worth rupees 12,000, books worth rupees 5,000 on 1st April 2017. Opening furniture, how much? 12,000. The opening books of rupees 5,000. In receipts and payment account, here you can see the opening cash also. To balance brought down. Cash in hand, or you can say just cash. Cash in hand of rupees 19,550. So here nothing is mentioned regarding the last year liabilities. So with this here we need to find out the opening capital fund. So how to ascertain? We need to make the total of assets 550, 36,550. Exactly right. The total of assets 36,550. No liabilities on this liability side. The entire total is the difference on liability side, that is total 36,550 is the difference, is nothing but opening capital fund. It is very important while preparing the closing balance sheet. So here we need to write balance sheet figure. Even you can write like this: assets minus liabilities. So now we have ascertained opening capital fund by preparing opening balance sheet. Dear students, with this, just I would like to explain how to solve the problem. Okay, the first one is, so I would like to remove this problem. Now I am going to write the income and expenditure account. First one, the organization name is Adult Literacy Organization. Adult Literacy Organization. The first one is income and expenditures account for the year ending or you can write for the year ended 31st 3 2018. The current year is 31st 3 2018. So we need to prepare this income and expenditure account in the form of tabular. Systematic table should be drawn. Okay. Here you can write the DR and CR. Why? Because it is an account. This income and expenditure account, it is also the nominal account. It contains expenditures. It is the inner column. Outer column. Incomes. Same. Inner column. And one more outer column. The second one we need to prepare, that is balance sheet. That is a closing balance sheet, or you can write. Just here I am going to write it as a balance sheet as on 31st 3 2018. Dear students, today we are preparing this problem, preparation of income and expenditure account and the balance sheet, and the opening balance sheet is not provided. So that is the reason we have prepared at the beginning opening balance sheet. With that we had ascertained opening capital fund. So this is the liability side. Liability side, as you all know, again here it is inner column and outer column. Assets, rupees. Again I am requesting you to don't write BR and CR on this statement. Why? Because it is not an account. Let us start the problem. Here you can write opening capital fund. Opening capital fund, just we have ascertained of rupees 36,550. Okay. Next, one by one, look at on the receipt side. This is the opening balance. So already we have written on the asset side of the opening balance sheet. So now subscription for the current year is 27,700. It is regular income. Need to write it on the income side of the income and expenditure account by subscriptions for the current year is rupees 27,700. 27,700. Here is one adjustment. Subscription due on the current year is rupees 1,500. So receivable subscription for the current year. So that is the reason we need to add outstanding subscription for the current year of rupees 1,500. So 1,500 from the adjustments. So total subscription for the current year is rupees 29,200. So 700, 500, 1200. So 7 plus 2, 9, 2. 29,200 subscription for the current year. So this amount is taken from the adjustments account. So from the adjustment, that is the reason we need to write twice. So just I have taken in income and expenditure account. One more, we need to take it on asset side of the balance sheet as an outstanding subscription of rupees 1,500. Next, one more item of rupees 500 separately they have provided. This subscription is which belongs to for the next year as a pre-received subscription. So we need to show on the liability side of the balance sheet. So like this. Why? Because it is not related to the current year. Pre-received subscription. So it is not related to the current year, that is the reason. So we need to write it on the liability side of rupees 500 as pre-received subscription. Okay. Next one, sale of old newspaper. It is an income by sale of old newspapers. Sale of old newspapers of rupees 800. There is no adjustment for rupees 800 of sale of old newspaper. Dear students, government grant is rupees 12,000. Here we can take in the form of two events. If you taken as a regular income or a revenue receipt, you must have to show it on the income side, or so if you taken as if you consider as a capital receipt, you need to show it on the liability side of the balance sheet. So usually the government grant is received only once. That is the reason I am going to take it as capital receipt. So I am interested to show it on the liability side of the balance sheet. Or even you can take it as a revenue receipt. If you treat it as a revenue receipt, you need to write it on the income side. But whatever it may be, you need to write the note. So as per your assumption, government grant received. Here I am going to write it on the liability side. Government grant received of rupees 12,000. Government grant is received for specific purpose. So that is the reason I have taken separately on the liability side. So look here, sale of old furniture. Its book value was rupees 5,000, but sold for rupees 3,700. So 5,000 books are sold for rupees 3,700. So the difference is loss. That is 1,300 is the loss on sale of furniture. It is a loss to us. That is the reason we need to write it on the expenditure side. To loss on sale of old furniture. $5,000 book value is 5,000, but selling price is rupees 3,000. The difference is 1,300. Hope you follow me. 1,300 is the loss on sale of old furniture. So interest received, as I have said already, interest received on FD by interest on FD received is 900. Still receivable amount, that is outstanding interest on FD, is rupees 450. How it is, I have already explained. The total FD is rupees 18,000 into 10% for 9 months is equal to 1350. You can ascertain. So out of which we have received already 900. Out of rupees 1,350 we have received 900. Yet to be received rupees 450. The total interest on FD is 1350. It is a receivable amount. So that is the reason I am going to write it on the asset side. Outstanding interest on FD of rupees 450. So with this I have completed on the receipt side. Dear students, come to payment side. General expenses, no adjustments, directly write it on the expenditure side. To general expenses of rupees 3,200, newspapers of rupees 1,850, electricity, there is no adjustment for electricity, so that is the reason I am writing it on the expenditure side directly of rupees 3,000 as electricity. To FD, dear students, it is an investment. Need to write it on the asset side. Fixed deposit with bank. He has mentioned the date 30/6/2017 of rupees 18,000. It is an investment. Need to show on the asset side. The next, books. So additional books purchased, but here opening books were rupees 5,000, additional rupees 7,000. Need to show it on the asset side, but no depreciation on books. So that is the reason here I am writing like this. Books, opening books are rupees 5,000, additionally purchased during the year. Add additions. You need to write like this: additions of rupees 5, additions of rupees 7,000. Total books worth rupees 12,000. Very good. Next, salary. So it contains adjustments. That is the reason while reading the problem here I have marked as a plus. Salary of rupees 3,600. It is an expenses. So it has adjustment. Salary of rupees 3,600, dear students. Add outstanding current year. Look here, the second adjustment of rupees 600. The total salary 4,200. This is the payable amount. Need to write it on the liability side like this: outstanding salary of rupees 600. After salary, rent, no adjustment for rent, so I did not mark over here. So that is the reason. To rent of rupees 6,500. Very interesting. Look here, postage charges. So it is also regular expenses. Postage charges of rupees 300. Furniture. So this is the additional furniture. This one is the opening furniture. Similarly, there is no depreciation on such furniture. So just we need to add furniture. This one is the opening furniture of rupees 12,000. Additions during the year. That is the reason we need to add additions. They have not mentioned any depreciation on such assets. Additions of furniture, how much? 10,500. Total furniture is 22,500. So after this one is the closing cash. Cash in hand. Closing cash is 11,200. Dear students, I have already covered the entire items given which are in the questions. Okay, so now I would like to close this income and expenditure account. So with this I can ascertain whether it is surplus or it is deficit. So if it is surplus, so I will add to this opening capital fund. If it is deficit, I will deduct the deficits. Okay, dear students, just you have to close this income and expenditure account. So here you can get the difference. Firstly, which side is more? You need to make the total. It looks like the credit side is more. 1350, 31,350, 31,350. The difference, dear students, I am trying my level best. Here I am going to ascertain the difference manually. Even you can ascertain the difference with the calculator. Okay, done. Start. Look here. 50, 0, 8, 10, 18, 20, 23, again 0, 2, 8, 12, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21. Okay, dear students, I have ascertained the surplus, that is 11,000. Surplus is 11,000. So need to write surplus, that is balancing figure. You can write incomes minus expenditures. Expenditures you can write like this. Okay. Now the surplus is rupees 11,000 by deducting the total of incomes, total of expenditures from the total of incomes. We have here we are having this one 11,000 as a surplus. Why? Because we are having this one surplus, so here we have assumed government grant received as a liability. So if you are interested to treat it as a government grant received as a revenue receipt, the surplus will be different. I will show you by removing here government grant received. Here I am going to treat it as the regular income like this by government grant received is rupees 12,000. Government grant received is 12,000. 50 43,350, 43,350. So here the surplus will be changed. So try to ascertain the surplus. Here we need to deduct the total of expenditures from this total of incomes. So you will get 23,000 as a surplus. So this surplus we need to add here opening capital fund surplus of rupees 23,000. Make it total 550. 6 plus 3 9 is 5. 59,550. Make it total on the both the side. Balance sheet should be equal. 50, 11, this one 50, 11, this one 6. 60,000. Okay, dear students, here we made some mistake. I'll show you what we have made. Additions of furniture is rupees 10,500. 10,500. Total is 22,500. But during the year we have sold the furniture. That is the reason we need to deduct sale of furniture worth rupees 5,000. The difference is 17,500. The closing cash. So I am not having the sufficient space. So even I am trying my level best to write here cash in hand. I hope you follow me. Cash in hand. That is the closing cash is rupees 11,200. Okay, dear students, you make it total on the asset side. So you will get rupees 60,650. So here, this is the procedure, this is the way of solution of this kind of problems. So here I have tried my level best with the help of my best friend camera. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.